in the kitchen with us this morning. None other than the host, Broadway's youngest red carpet journalist, and DC's very own Joel Crump.
Hello.
Well, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
What's up, Joel?
Yes, Chef Glenn.
How are you, sir? All right, good to see you.
Of course, you already know Aaron.
I love Aaron, of course.
Yes, Joel. So just a little backstory for our audience. Joel and I had the pleasure of co-emceeing the Emerging Scholars Gala together a few weeks ago. And I looked at Joel and said, you need to come on Fox 5. And he said, I'd love to.
Here I am.
And your Instagram page, check it out. If the viewers at home haven't seen it yet, he does such amazing interviews. It's just incredible the work you're doing on Broadway.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Look very dapper, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday as well. He just turned 16 years old.
Wow, happy
last
birthday.
week.
Yes.
And he is killing it. The Weekly Dose with Joel, you have that going on Broadway time. Again, these are just top-notch interviews with some heavy hitters.
Yes, for sure.
So tell folks real quick about that podcast that you just launched last year.
Yeah, so I just launched the Weekly Dose with Joel last fall. It is produced by the Broadway Podcast Network, and it is everything Broadway. I give you weekly news, I give you the best interviews with the top hitters, of course, and it's your one-stop shop for everything Broadway.
Gosh, we are so proud of you.
So I saw you interviewed the likes of Samuel L. Jackson, Daniel Radcliffe, Lin-Manuel Miranda. So my question to you is real quick, is who has been your most entertaining or even just favorite interview thus far?
My God.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question, and it's the hardest question because every interview is so magical. But some of my favorites recently have been Alicia Keys, who wrote the music for her new Broadway show, Hell's Kitchen. Kristen Chenoweth, who's my mentor, who's about to be in The Queen of Versailles.
What an amazing mentor,
right? Yes. Daniel Radcliffe, who is in Merrily Rolling Along, killing it, of course. And Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's a musical theater genius. And obviously, Samuel Jackson. He is the best, and he just started the piano lesson, which is one of my favorite plays.
Yes, I saw that too for my birthday a couple years ago. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, killing it.
Love it.
You are representing us well, my friend.
Thank you.
So proud of you, Joel Crump. Everybody, check out his podcast and all of those incredible interviews.
Yes.
All right, you guys ready to dive into what we call some sizzling topics? You ready, Chef?
Sure am.
All right, Joel, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to kick things off right now with a video that may hit close to home for our good friend Kyle here. And some of the ladies out there. So take a look at this. Wow, so you saw the caption right there. It says, quote, you begged your heavily bearded, long-haired husband to clean shave for the first time in years, and it was the worst idea known to man. She followed that up with, how did his barber allow this? And I cried. The video struck a nerve with tens of thousands of comments and millions of likes. So, Kyle, when it comes to, you know, asking you to shave it all off, apparently you may have some experience with this.
Well, let me first stop and say I don't like it.
You don't like it?
And under any circumstances, fellas, if your girlfriend, wife, missus, whoever tell you to shave, don't. Well, matter of fact, there's only one circumstance. As long as it's reciprocated in the clean shaven, you know, conversation. You know, I'm sorry, we have a Madam President. We have a Madam President. I forgot.
So I see that there's a photo of you without a beard.
Yes.
Well, you know, that was high school. So ever since my first follicle came in, Chef, I have never looked back.
Wow.
Never again, right?
Never. No, the closest I came was on our wedding day. Me and the missus, I shaved the beard off and went with the goatee.
Okay. All right, go still a good
That's
look.
the closest that we're going to get.
I'll tell you, Brendan has a full beard. We've been dating for 2.5 years, and I've never seen him without a beard except for photos from like 15 years ago.
Yeah. It's the same with my boyfriend as well. How about you? What do you think?
Would you grow a beard?
For me, you know, I have to keep the clean shave for now because I'm still young, of course.
You're on television.
I'm on television.
Yes.
But you
So
know,
this is voluntary.
But in the future, I might have some facial hair, okay? We might let it grow out.
Mustache?
Yeah, I think so.
See, maybe.
I think so.
I think it'll be a good look, too. Chef, what do you think about this?
I like the clean shaven look.
Yeah,
I just feel, personally, I like it better.
Okay.
Well, you're working with food in the food industry.
true.
So, we can appreciate that as consumers.
And we'd have to wear a net on our beard.
that's right.
I don't want to walk
That's
around with a
true.
net on my face.
Yeah, a whole different ballgame in the kitchen.
That is true. That is
All
true.
right. Well, let's get into our next topic here. So we're talking about a video. It's posted by an aspiring influencer, or in other words, a person who may or may not use social media. Anyway, well, we're going to play the clip for you, but it is long and meandering, so we'll just sum it up for you. So this woman, she reached out to a restaurant in Australia asking if they wanted to start some sort of collaboration. The owners responded, quote, "You don't seem to have any followers. Maybe you should approach us when you have over 100K. Rude.
Wow.
The woman says that that was extremely rude, and the owners replied by saying, quote, "Perhaps, but you are pretending to be influential on social media, and that's just not true." Rather than me just saying that you are lying and pretending to be beneficial to our business, I just said, hey, come back when you are actually able to do what you think that we should engage you to do. So, Joel, I want you to weigh in on this for us. The restaurant's response.
Yeah.
Do you like it or not?
I don't like it. You know, I started with no followers at all. I started in my basement at the age of 12, and Broadway actors and Broadway publicists gave me a chance.
Yeah.
I think if, you know, an influencer is trying to do something new, you should give them the shine to be able to try something. I think that restaurant was very out of pocket.
Yeah, I agree
That's
with
a
you.
great response, Joel.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And also,
Why be on your years? I'm gonna say so myself. You my favorite Gen Zer.
Thank you. Thank you. I did it.
I usually don't have many flattering things to say about your generation, but there is hope. Yeah, there is hope.
Oh man, definitely a shining star. I want to say too, it's not always about the quantity, but the quality. She
That's such a
has
good
no
point.
idea who may be following this girl who wants to put out a post and influence, right? 14K versus 400,000K. Again, maybe a good chunk of that could be some of the stars that you've been on the red carpet with,
Exactly.
and that could lead to millions. So I don't think this is always the right approach, and that was definitely a rude delivery.
And real quick, I just want to add micro-influencers. If you have a dedicated audience who loves your content, it's better than some of these people with millions who paid for them and they don't have any engagement.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Create that loyalty as well with
Exactly.
your niche. So, yeah. All right. Okay,
I
well,
agree.
we
said
agree.
it.
Yeah, what y'all say?
All right, well, we're going to dive into one more topic here. Traditional dates, they are usually a two-person experience. But thanks to social media, well, we all get to tag along for one woman's recent virtual date. So check this out.
So please tell me why. I'm going on a virtual date with this guy from out of state. We live in different states, right? But we're going to the same restaurant at the same time to have dinner together. Like, how cute is that? I think it's so cute. So this is his favorite. So I booked a reservation by the one by my house for one. I got my black truck. And I'm ready for my date night. This is crazy because, like, I was, like, nervous. Like, this was a real first date. But it was real, but it was, like, virtual real. It was so funny because we made sure to have our AirPods charged fully the night before. This was my little setup. I just set my phone up here, making sure the lighting was good. And then my food, I had crab cakes, steak, and mashed potato. And by this round, he was ready to book a flight to Dallas. Please tell me.
Okay, so the Jasmine brand posted this video that you just watched here, and as you can see, the woman in the video not only FaceTimed someone she met online, but she physically went to a restaurant they both agreed on and had a whole setup. So the big question this morning, a virtual date with some IRL elements, do you like it or not?
So I don't like it. I think it's a waste of time. I think you should just FaceTime at home, save yourself some time and energy, and if there's a connection, meet in person.
Yeah, I couldn't
Joel
agree more.
agrees. He's
I
shaking his
agree.
head.
You know, my friend always says whatever makes your heart happy.
That's a good point.
But there's nothing like being face to face. Like even when I'm interviewing on Zoom, like it's different.
Doing a Zoom interview, I'm sure, is different for you than engaging in person. with
Exactly,
someone.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I think.
How about that?
See, this is why I just can't. You know, with she looked like she was Gen Z as well. But this is why I just can't. The generation is just like what are we doing? But you know, no, I agree with both of you just said. I would, if it's long distance, there's other ways to, you know, we won't try to get that intimacy
Right.
outside of just doing the most.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think face-to-face is good. I'm a
agree.
big fan of that.
Now I'm with you, in-person connections,
Yes.
right?
Like
Chef-
at Carmine's.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, hey, set up a date.
Yeah,
Why don't
they
you
got
plan to meet
Carmine's
and then go
all-
have dinner at Carmine?
We'll have
Plenty
all
of
over
food.
the country. Oh, yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah,
We're all
where
over
do
the
you
place.
see?
And lots of great options to add.
Yes, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, we're talking about the holiday weekend. We know it's almost here, and the holiday sales are certainly heating up just as quick as the weather. So coming up next, smart shopping expert Trey Bosch is going to be back, and she's going to have some must-have deals. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
And we're cooking with Glenn.
We are.
There we go.